What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Trash Panda Garage. Once again, we're talking about the 2022 Chevy Colorado, or our build out of this truck, and specifically our efforts to keep it under Chevy's gross vehicle weight rating of 6,100 pounds. Now, we recently took this to the cat scales after getting the Go Fast camper installed, and the adjusted curb weight with a full tank of diesel is now 5,420 pounds. So that doesn't sound too bad until you tack on, let's say, 400 pounds in passenger weight, which brings you up to 5,820. And then you're only 280 pounds away from that gross vehicle weight rating limit, which gives you about 280 pounds of gear to pack for any given trip. Unfortunately, that puts us right on the edge of what I would consider an acceptable curb weight for this vehicle. And there's still some stuff I want to add. I'd like to add some better sliders, a winch, some crossbars to the top of the GFC with a solar panel. So I need to figure out how to cut weight from this vehicle. So instead of just shooting a video about how we reduce the weight of a Chevy Colorado, it makes some sense to talk about some strategies that you can use to reduce the weight on your Overland rig. My disclaimer is, if you are, 500, 600, 800 pounds overweight, there's probably nothing in this video that's going to get you there. But if you're looking to cut a few hundred pounds, stay tuned. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to break these weight reduction strategies down into 4 simple categories, the first of those being tires. Our latest cat scale report was probably the final nail in the coffin in my dream of eventually running 35-inch tires on the Colorado.
Happy.
We currently run a Yokohama XAT and a LT 265/70 R17 E-load range, which clocks in at just a hair over 55 pounds. Swapping this tire out for another XAT and a 35x1250 on a 17-inch rim would add 15 pounds per tire, or 75 pounds total if you include a full-size spare. When the time comes for new tires in the Colorado, we'll stick with that 265/70 R17, but we'll probably be giving heavy consideration to the new Nitto Terra Grappler G3, which saves us about 5 pounds per corner plus another 5 for the spare. As you probably know, most tire manufacturers list the weights for their tires on their website. If you're currently planning a build, I would not overlook the weight difference between a 33-inch tire and a 35-inch tire. If you can save 60 or 75 pounds, that's significant when it comes to staying under your gross vehicle weight rating. Our next category is wheels. Without going too far down that rabbit hole, let's just say that if you're selective in the build process, it's another opportunity to save a few pounds and then multiply that weight savings times 4. A good starting point for determining aftermarket wheel weight is TireRack.com. I had read in a forum somewhere that they actually weigh all of the wheels that they sell, so I called them to verify.
Yeah, that's our weight. Yeah, we weigh them here at our headquarters. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, that is actually super helpful.
All right, thanks, man. Take care.
You too. Bye. The next category is factory equipment. That's OEM features or accessories that came installed on your vehicle from the factory that you're just not using and you in theory could remove to save a few pounds. In this shot, you can see me removing the wireless cell phone charger that was attached to our center console and was part of an option package on many late model Colorados. It's nearly worthless. It doesn't fit many cell phones, so I swapped it out with a center console from a base model. Unfortunately, this is kind of a weak sauce mod. I was really hoping for more weight. We maybe shaved a pound here, but I have a little more storage space and I don't have to worry about metal items heating up if I accidentally leave them on the charger. A while back, I actually removed the rear bed fender liners. Base models don't come equipped with these, although I did salvage one piece that covers up the def tank hose. I think I probably saved a few pounds between the liners and the mounting hardware. One mod we haven't done that I'm admittedly considering is the Goose Gear Seat Delete. If you go to Goose Gear's website, they will actually tell you that if you do this mod on the 4-door 6th-gen Bronco and you delete the 60% portion of the rear seat and replace it with their system, you save something like 44 pounds. Our last weight-saving category, and probably the toughest one for a lot of people, is the aftermarket equipment category. In other words, what mods or aftermarket parts have you added to your Overland rig in which the weight exceeds the functionality? As an example, although I really like these things, are you running a deck drawer system and do you really absolutely need it to store your gear? If you're willing to pull it out and sell it, it's going to save you about 200 pounds. Those lights and antenna mounts you have installed on your roof rack, can they be moved elsewhere? If so, and you're able to remove the roof rack, you could be saving between 40 and 70 pounds. Remember, ounces equals pounds. I realize that 1 pound here or 4 pounds there or even 44 pounds by themselves won't make a huge difference, but the more frequently you can do that, the quicker those overall weight savings will add up. I've got a couple more tricks up my sleeve with the Colorado to drop the weight, and I'll update the channel with a revised curb weight to see if they made any difference. That's all the time we've got for today. Before we go, do me a favor, post in the comments below what you've done to drop the weight on your Overland rig. Until the next time, get out there, build something.